to go?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Alright, brilliant. So, what is it like then working in the mills?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, like I suppose going back to like when I first came here and like stepped in, I didn't realise I was in the right place. I had to phone up and say, I think I'm here, because like it's totally.
It's weird, isn't it? It's great though.
Yeah, it's completely unassuming from the outside, but then once you get in, you get that sense that it's like an art college.
I got a big vibe when I came in, yeah, definitely.
And it's definitely a collection of studios rather than offices, which for I think the creative sort of sector is really important. So you're in that sort of environment where, you know, compared to some places in town, you know, people say, oh yeah, I work in a studio, but it's an office, and like, you know, subconsciously you're in that kind of mindset. And I think, you know, being somewhere as sort of relaxed and creative as this is, you know, incredibly beneficial.
Yeah, definitely. It's very relaxed and quite nice. So, what's a typical day like working?
It's a typical day. Come in, try and find a parking space because it's absolute murder.
It's not just a bit.
I know, yeah. And yeah, get the kettle on and stuff. But yeah, generally just you know, we all sort of chip in on everyone's projects and all like discuss, you know, what's going on. You know, and it's not necessarily as sort of clocking in, clocking out. So, you know, some nights we're, you know, relatively late. But the majority not too late, because, you know, we tend to manage our time pretty well. And then, you know, be on the blogs and, you know, whenever you can, sort of try and get a bit of time away from the Mac, because otherwise you just like that.
That's the thing. It's good to always have that sort of drawing element and things like that. But
yeah, completely.
Yeah, I mean, I always start. A lot of people I know in the course, I think, will start with sort of the just go straight to the computer. But I'm always dead in on the drawing and the same.
Well done.
So, how long have you been working at We Are Raw then? I know it's only been going for about 5 years.
Yeah, I've been here for 3 and a bit years now. Yeah, so literally June 2008. So yeah, I can't believe the times proper zoomed by. But yeah, no, it's been great, because like when I first came here, obviously, you know, we were over in the main section of the mill then, and Rob and Steve, who set up Raw, they'd sort of moved down from a smaller studio into a larger one, slowly making our way into the engine house. But yeah, no, I mean, you can certainly see like a definite growth in the company, and, you know, sort of the clients that we're working with at the moment. So yeah, it's all been very good.
Yeah, I've checked you doing it like a nice sort of football-y project at the moment.
Yeah, so yeah, working with like the Premier League, the FA, Wolves, Liverpool. You know, we've certainly it's a good job that we're all, you know, majority of us anyway, are football fans. Otherwise, you know, there'd be quite a few complaints. But yeah, no, it's good.
Good. Is there any other sort of projects you're working on at the moment or anything you can talk about?
I've just finished my hat trick of FA jobs. Excuse the pun. And I've just gone on to another project now, a web-based job, doing a website for a licensing company. Biggest licensing company in the world, I believe, or so they say. And carrying on working with Wolves, and hopefully going to be doing some large scale like super graphics shortly, which would be very nice. But yeah, there's also self-initiative. Literally today, it should be now, our new website is launching. So
fantastic!
It's all a bit sort of mad downstairs.
Oh, brilliant! I'm looking forward to getting back and seeing that, definitely.
Yeah. So if it's not this afternoon, it'll definitely be tomorrow.
Right. I can't keep my eye open.
Yeah.
What would you say then is your sort of favourite project you've done so far?
Favourite? I don't know. It's tricky. I mean, I've loved and hated the Wolves job. It's been, you know, it's been a slog, but it's been, you know, such great like learning curve, like doing a massive brand job for them. So, you know, it's like brand guidelines and that thick. But apart from that, I suppose maybe more the self-initiated stuff. So like Chris Weckle, 11 out of 10, raw type, bits and bobs like that. But I don't know. Sort of don't try not to sort of dwell too much on past ones. So I'll always try and like look to the next one or the current one.
That's brilliant, yeah. So going back then, what sort of inspired you to do graphic design and things? Did you sort of build through college and things like that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I was sort of like drawing and painting and stuff. I think that's probably the majority of like design students.
Yeah.
I started off like just sketching, like doing cartoons and painting and stuff. And then I think when I went into like high school, you actually do a graphics course.
Yeah.
I seem to remember doing like isometric projection, and really enjoying it. I think, oh yeah, that's really smart. And I was actually going to go into architecture, and I had a place at Manchester, but I bottled it. I was like 7 years. I was like 7 years. That's way too. I can't. I wouldn't be able to afford it. So I was like, I'll go into design, and I'm absolutely over the moon that I did. It's I love it. Most people do design. I do it because they love it, and it's a job that they enjoy.
What's the best work can come out about?
Yeah.
From love it. Really.
Exactly. You wake up on Monday morning, excited rather than dreading it. So
exactly.
yeah, hopefully I'll still be saying that in a few years. To come.
So is there any sort of working designers or just designers in general that you're a big fan of? Or?
Oh God, yeah. how long have we got? Yeah, there's loads. I mean, even just in Manchester, there's some fantastic agencies like Music, Mark, Love, Chase, and then looking further afield, even just in the UK. But I think there's some great stuff coming out of like Norway around that way with like Heydays and people like that, and Hay Studio in Barcelona. Literally just got a thing through from Fontsmith, who type designers, and Jason Smith is his work is just looking through it and you're thinking, God, I didn't realise you did that, and that, and that, and that. But I think that's there's certainly not a shortage of designers, and thankfully there's not a shortage of great designers.
Exactly, yeah. So I wasn't sure whether to touch on this, but it was sort of for a future sort of zine. I was going to look into sort of street art and the legal issues behind it and see what a sort of designer would see in that. But obviously there are some places you can do it and some places you can't. I wouldn't say I'm massive, it's just for the zine of the future sort of thing.
All right.
I think it's a
thing
behind it.
I'm as far as like street art is concerned, I'm more of a fan of more like stenciled stuff and that has a meaning behind it.
Yeah, Banksy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say Banksy, but he is very good.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff that has like a purpose and a reason rather than just I do appreciate when you see some good graffiti and it's you see the craft in it rather than just little crappy tags, which I do think is pretty pointless. I can see the ability, but for me, that doesn't interest me. I appreciate more the idea behind it.
Yeah.
So if there's a good, something that's witty, makes you smile, then yeah.
Do you think it'll be making a way into sort of graphic design or anything in the future?
I think it already has now, but I think
perhaps posters and things using sort of a stencil idea or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just maybe even going up to one and stenciling some sort of poster or something.
Yeah, I think what you probably find is that most art starts to sort of filter its way into everything else. So once something becomes like the zeitgeist, then everyone else like feeds on that. So I think certainly with popularity of like Banksy and people like that, that it just becomes sort of modern practice. You see it in not just in design but like popular culture. People have Banksy War and Peace and on a coffee table, and they might not know anything else about graffiti or design or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, thank you very much. It's been great talking to you.
No worries.
It's an absolute pleasure. I'm going to definitely get a zine sent down to We Are Raw.
Yeah.
Rather than an electric copy, I figure it's nice to have the actual thing. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Please do.
Yeah, and I was wondering as well, if you wouldn't mind, as sort of the front cover, if I could sort of illustrate some of you guys as a front cover.
Yeah.
But it can look. That's me.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, brilliant. Right. Well, thank you very much.